And I'm going to talk about some good things that John Hancock has done as they activated the marathon across a few of these channels. And I'm going to talk about some missed opportunities. And I think that one of the great things that they did was they leveraged Twitter. I think everybody runs to Facebook as the first place to go. And you know, Facebook is, there's a lot of opportunity there, and it's something that we haven't leveraged as much as we maybe should have at John Hancock. But we went to Twitter, right? It's a different place to be. And we created an account just for the marathon, right? Not necessarily John Hancock sponsor of, but for the marathon, for the people who are passionate about the marathon. And right now we have a little bit over 29,000 followers, advocates. And I will tell you, over the time that I have been there, there's maybe been like a 3 or 4 person drop off in my 8 weeks, and over the past 6 months, less than 100 people have dropped off of that account since marathon. And I think one of the reasons, I'm going to go back to it, is community management. The person that manages those 29,000 people and engages with them constantly on a day-to-day basis has worked at John Hancock as long as John Hancock has actually managed the marathon. She is the marathon. She travels. She meets the runners. She's recruiting, right? She's nurturing this Twitter community. And on race day, she actually is running the marathon. She's working the marathon. She's like the bionic woman. She crosses the finish line, hugs her family, and then starts working, right? Every year. Who better than to run the marathon community? So, you know, she's not going to a content manager and said, hey, can you Google race tips and then write some really cool content on race tips? She's telling them how she's training for the marathon. She's training with them. And that has honestly been the secret sauce to this Twitter account. So how do we promote the Twitter account? We've tested paid media. We've done a small amount of paid media on Twitter. Like I said, it's a cross-channel strategy, so we obviously leverage the other platforms that we have. I'm going to talk about a missed opportunity. So you guys, you go to conferences and things, and they give you a gift bag. And then you go into the gift bag, and you have 3D objects and you have paper, right? You get the 3D objects. What do you do with the paper? Throw it away. I heard throw it away. You leave it there, right? So I put here this little, the little Twitter card that we created for the marathon, and it went into the bag of 27,000 runners. So they pick up their bib, they get the bag, they go in, they get the Gatorade, they get the gum, and then they throw away the bag. 27,000 people. There could have been a better offline way, probably, to engage with those runners and get them to get to this Twitter account. 27,000 people. And for 2014, for any of you who know anything about the marathon, we've extended the amount of runners who can run this year. I mean, we're talking 37,000 people, I believe. So I'm open for suggestions, because I don't know what else to put in the bag. So anybody can tell me, what do I put in the bag?